tell you what, it was this practice 10 for us, and this is a critical time in camp because, like we talked about, the newness is worn off, and the game is still a little bit ways away. So it's what you call the dog days of camp, right? And so we really had to push them hard today, but they responded, and that's what I really like about this group is that they respond to coaching, they respond to harsh criticism, and I'm just asking for more leadership out of this group of guys that have played a lot of ball, guys that know what it's all about. Leadership is always going to come from the coaches, but ownership with the players is that's really when you know you got something, and we're getting it here and there, but we need more. We're going to ask for more. We're going to demand more, and keep pressing these guys, and we just got to stay on them. Every day we cannot let up at one moment, and that's what we did today. We kept pushing. Guys are coaching hard, and we're pushing these guys through so we can get better. We don't have a day to waste. So it was a hard hat, no French pastry, meat and potatoes type day. It was nothing really eventful. It was no flash. It was just a really hard work day.
You probably don't like to have days like that, but do you expect to have a couple days in camp where you have to push them as they're not going to be self-motivated?
Absolutely. That's why they call me coach. You got to push these guys, and that's to be expected. You got to. That's why, as a coach, you have to anticipate and have the heartbeat of your team, and have a pulse on your team, and know what to expect. When I walk into that meeting room, at 7:30 in the morning every day, I have a feel for it. And our coach, we have a feel for our guys. When we come out and we stretch, and these guys are warming up, you can feel it. You can feel the vibe. You can feel the energy, what the atmosphere is of that team. You can feel that, and you have to be ready to match that. You have to be ready to counter that. You have to be ready to enhance it. Whatever you have to do as a coach to get your guys ready to go and get them better. And that's what we did today, and that's the great part. And as long as the players are bought in and they respond, then you got something. You got a chance to get better. And this is a human performance business, and what we're doing out here is not natural. It's not the easiest thing. It's not for everyone. And so that's why we need to coach, and we need to push, and then we need leaders that know what it's all about, and they understand what the standard is, that help lead and help push guys, and so we're getting more of that. But I appreciate days like this. I just wish it was 10 degrees hotter.
Coach, your tight ends are seeming to be more and more making some plays for you on a consistent basis. Is that whole group kind of taking a step so far in camp?
I would definitely say that the group is taking a step. I mean, we're going to use our tight ends, and you see them in practice. They're always first and foremost, they have to do a great job blocking for us. But in the passing game, we target all of our tight ends. Brady Russell stepped up, Darian Jones has stepped up, and we're going to have 3 or 4 guys that we can use in the run game and in the pass game. So I'm happy with that position. Coach Papunu has done a great job. I mean, he's a guy who's been there, has done that. I think he played 9 years in the NFL. So he knows what it takes, and he knows how to coach the details of the position in the run game and in the passing game. So our guys should thrive in our system.
What was your initial reaction when you found out you were inheriting a 32-year-old kicker?
Yeah, it's like doesn't surprise me. There's always something, right? With guys. But I asked him the day before he attempted his first kick at the end of practice. I walked up to him. He was walking off his steps and said, "How old are you again?" He says, "32, coach." I said, "Oh, really? Okay." And he just banged it right through. So it's a good thing. I think it's a good story. I'm pulling for him. And he does what we do well. So he's a good young man still, and I love being around him.
Another spot that's got a lot of competition back there is that safety spot. You're looking at a whole lot of different guys. Is that a place that has to take a big step for you?
Oh yeah, you have to have a cohesive, sound playmaking secondary that attacks the football. Right now we have to have more communication. I talked to you last week about perimeter run force, which is something that we have to improve on. We're working on that, and being able to make plays in space. You know, space tackling in the secondary is huge. It's not the easiest thing to do in the world, so we do a lot of drills for that. But you know, we don't need just 2 guys. You know, we need 4 or 5 guys to be able to play those positions, so we have depth and so we can play our nickel and our dime package like we want to.
A lot of the running backs have said that this camp, you as a coaching staff have asked them to better themselves in situations where they don't have the ball as opposed to carrying the ball. How has that position group responded to challenges just to be better pass protectors, better route runners, and doing things where they're not the focus during a given play?
I see them embracing that challenge, and there's competition at that spot, just like most of the other positions. So, we know we're gonna play the best players. So, you know, it's one thing to be able to run the ball, but pass protection is very, very important to be able to go out there and help us execute, taking care of the football, keeping the ball high and tight. It's something that we emphasize, and so I like that group. I see these guys step up and pick up blitzes, and they don't seem like they're afraid to do that. So, Coach has done a great job. Coach Hagan's done a great job. You know, he knows the game. He knows what it takes. They respect him and they like him, and they want to play well for him.
Anything jump out at you from looking at the film on the scrimmage?
I wouldn't say anything jumped out, other than the fact that we have a lot of guys offensively that can make plays. But I mean, it's just a bunch of guys. I mean, receivers, running backs, tight ends. I don't know how many guys caught passes. It was over 20. It was 22 guys caught passes, and so you know that's a good thing. And so that means that we have good competition. We're going to be able to play a lot of players, and we'll have balance that we need. You know, everyone knows that Visca, you know, is a great player, but we have other guys that can produce as well. That really stuck out to me.